As of 2017, NASA has devoted an absurd $11 billion into the development of the Space Launch System, a new generation of super heavy lifters designed to send large amounts of material to low Earth orbit, and especially lunar orbit. This is all in preparation for its Deep Space Gateway, which sounds like some awesome fancy futuristic trans-dimensional portal, until NASA renamed it to the Lunar Orbital Platform Gateway, which, to be honest, I prefer Deep Space Gateway. This will serve as a successor to the ISS, and serve as a stepping stone to get humans to Mars. It's a large investment of billions of dollars, planned by the leading space agencies in the world, and its flagship rocket, the most powerful rocket since the Saturn V, the Space Launch System, is key to making this dream a reality. No other rocket is as powerful, and there is nothing. Oh no. As of February 9th, it is no longer the lone rocket capable of such capabilities. The car launching ridiculous feat of engineering and 66% reusable rocket, the Falcon Heavy. Hopefully by the end I will have utterly eviscerated these guys and their decision to back the SLS and disregard for SpaceX and its achievements. Let's get into the numbers. In one corner, you have the old accomplished veteran who previously backed the Space Shuttle, a revolutionarily designed rocket that revolutionized how to fail. He's back with the SLS, and a plan so bad, it makes you wonder if they need another presidential speech. In the other corner you have upcoming revolutionary private company and PR superstar SpaceX. They've strived to create reusable rocketry, and after many rapid disassembly, they've mastered the art of survivability to a terrifying level of precision. 2 rockets enter the ring. Only one can come out alive. Considering the SLS is still in development, I'll be making comparisons to its closest operational competitor, the Delta IV Heavy. Let's see. Wow, that's sad. These numbers are also considering that SpaceX don't land their rockets. If they do, then cost jumps down to $90 million, and these numbers get more depressing. So you may be wondering right about now, how? What kind of starving African children outsourcing are they doing? Firstly, I wish to never say that again. Secondly, SpaceX is awesome and great at what they do. Beyond the marketing stunts, beyond the billionaire playboy, beyond all the fluff and grandeur that would undoubtedly draw the most attention, SpaceX is just a really solid company. SpaceX makes mostly everything in-house, because subcontractors costs money, because everybody's got speech 100 with barter, with each level charging its own fees for profit and operations, and the amount of levels depend on the complexity of the project, which is good, because the project is simple, and not literally rocket science. Having all administration, R&D, and even fucking rocket assembly done under one building in the most labor expensive places on Earth is madness, but quite awesome. SpaceX isn't awesome because it's always awesome. It's awesome because it knows what it means to start from nothing, get it wrong, and then getting it right. The art of landing rockets backwards without parachutes was science fiction before it was reality. Having everything together means any change in design, iterated upon fast and efficiently, even if not perfectly cost effective or easy. It essentially means you have to get good at doing something that many people would have gotten really good at. That just isn't the case with NASA and its lack of budgetary oversight and commercial wisdom. I'm not saying scrap NASA, just offering another perspective. The SLS is a failure in the making. Stop making it. $11 billion for something that is already objectively worse in cost efficiency per launch doesn't sound logical. You might be wary about the prospect of one privately owned company being in control of everything. That's how monopolies happen, and that's not great for anyone. But Elon Musk has but one goal: to guarantee that when an apocalyptic event happens upon us, that the legacy of humanity doesn't end there. It's a terrifying reality and an excellent explanation of the Fermi paradox. SpaceX is simply a launch provider, not a space agency. A streamlined method to send the biggest, best things to space at the lowest prices. There was a thing I kept throwing around. How the Apollo program, the biggest feat of science and engineering humanity has thus far achieved, costed less over 11 years than the US defense budget gets in 1 year. The hypothetical thought experiment is no longer what NASA could do with the defense budget, but what SpaceX couldn't do with NASA's.